In the last episode, we mentioned that Greta Thunberg tweeted, "China manufactures a lot of our products," and so on. Yes, China makes 70% of the world's toothbrushes, 70% of toys, and 40% of socks, in fields like textiles, building materials, medicine, you name it. It is clear that the whole world lives with certain products made in China. But is Greta hinting at boycotting Chinese products? Is this kind of civilian trade protectionism?
We live in a strange world.
So far, developing countries still perform high-energy consumed manufacture, and the goods go to the developed countries at relatively low prices. Take the carbon footprint of one pair of nylon socks as an example. Its raw material, production, and transportation would emit around 4 kilograms of CO2, which is equivalent to that of driving 10 miles. The export price of the socks is only $0.38, and its market price in developed countries would be about $1.5. In comparison, the average market price of locally produced socks is about $3 per pair on Amazon. In order to protect the low-carbon, high-priced products, EU countries advocate imposing border adjustment taxes since 2023, levied on important carbon-containing products that don't meet the climate rules, and the tax rate is expected to be set according to carbon footprints of the products. In this way, the EU hopes that it will ensure the fair competition between domestic and imported products, also protect low-carbon and even zero-carbon manufacture there. However, experts worry that border adjustment taxes may also lead to trade protectionism because both sides are likely to adopt stricter tariff policies to restrict each other's imports, possibly triggering trade wars. However, besides imposing taxes, does EU have other options? Things could be better as according to the 1992 United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change, developed countries are obliged to provide funds and technologies to help developing countries with their emission goals. However, this promise hasn't been delivered yet. Zhou Xiaochuan, former governor of China's central bank, suggested that should border adjustment taxes be actually implemented, all the tax revenues should be used to purchase carbon allowances from developing countries or specific exporting countries to support their emission reduction. So, what do we really buy and sell in carbon trading market? Governments set an allowance for the carbon emission of each company and allocate or sell the allowances to the companies. Every company can also purchase and sell their allowances. Therefore, the companies can profit from emission reduction by exchanging carbon allowances for real money. In 2020, Tesla earned $1.58 billion from selling its extra carbon allowances, which is more than twice its annual net profits from selling EVs. EU's carbon market is the largest in the world. In mid-May, the carbon price exceeded $69 per ton, which was twice the price in 2005, when the market was established. You can feel the urgency and public's rising awareness. China may have arrived late at carbon trading, but it is making great strides. Shanghai and Shenzhen have started pilot projects for local carbon markets since 2011. By the end of 2020, the two markets have covered nearly 3,000 key emission companies, with a total cumulative trading volume of approximately 430 million tons of carbon dioxide equivalents and $1.57 billion. The nationwide carbon market is to start trading this July. This is a key step for China to achieve its 2030 carbon emission peak and 2060 carbon neutrality goals, and will also play as a bridge between the local and global carbon market. Tesla's gold-digging case sounds perfect, right? However, to achieve the goals of carbon neutrality, net zero emission, or climate neutrality, commitment by the governments alone is far from enough. It will inevitably require a large amount of capital investment, which will raise short-term costs and become a burden for business. At this point, the emergence of carbon trading market and in the long run, state-led optimization of the energy structure and scientific innovation by the companies will create more incentive for companies to operate in a low-carbon way. Of course, in addition to the business, consumers also need to be considered. Part of the cost of low-carbon transition needs to be shouldered by the consumers, which may bring a certain degree of inflationary pressure. Here, the path towards our final target is a long, arduous, but promising one.